Well, I can tell you the adverse effects of seeing all the crime and drugs and things being sold, getting mugged. They mug the guys selling little popsicles in the summer, out of a little cart. So positive effects, I don't know, might make them stronger, might make them, and we have seen families that will move out of here. They finally make it, even if it's to go rent a home.
It's kind of a tougher area because of the transiency in the apartments.
The language there.
Yeah, there's a lot of things working against us and everything, but there are some people that have stuck around in the neighborhood that just kind of, help out from year to year. So.
Something. I think it's a lot of people see this neighborhood. It does have the highest crime rate in Las Vegas, and from what I hear, it's the highest crime rate in Nevada. So people come here and it's, I was kind of thinking this is kind of scary, but once you get to know parents and children, I like it. I think they want the best for their kids. It's the circumstances holds them back.
I kind of tell adults, and especially when I get parents that have moved around over and over and over, and they're kind of wondering why their kids aren't doing real well in school, and I've kind of told them, have you ever had to switch jobs, 5 times in 1 year?
We've got a student from Burma, so most of our ELL students are Hispanic, and so they speak Spanish, so the other kids can interact with them. It's a different classroom climate and different challenges of trying to meet their needs. Also, communicating with parents is often a challenge when you have parent-teacher conferences, trying to find translators.
She came in about, I think, 2 weeks ago.
Which was how many weeks into the school year?
I think about 6 weeks into the school year. So the classroom had become a community, but I was really surprised at I think because the students are so used to kids coming in that don't speak English, they really, they're very friendly, they're really helpful. She comes from such a different place. The first day, they thought she was a boy because she has very short hair. But, since then, today she said her first words out loud, and everybody clapped. It was adorable.
So in another school where you might start the year off with a couple kids that are English language learners, here we just get them all year round.
William, did I ask you to go back to your classroom?
We've had students that, one student came in one day and just said, Miss Edelman, I was at the police station last night, and they don't really understand what's going on. It's just really their way of life, and that's just what they know. That
students' basic needs not being met. We deal with homeless students, or maybe they're living out of budget suites or something, but technically homeless. There's no permanent residence, and a lot of our kids moving from apartment to apartment to apartment. There's just no, there's no structure at home. It's just we kind of provide the routine and the procedures here that a lot of the kids don't have at home.
And things that happen at home are dealt with, and just different rules in here. And I remember our first principal, was always reminding us we can't change what's going on at home, but here at school, these are the rules we follow. This is how we treat each other. This is the way we talk to each other. And yes, mom and dad might do different things, but we're at school, so that's all that we can control.
Kids going to child haven, those kind of things. Like today, when I was just 2 minutes ago, was outside and found out one of my little girls, was mom lost custody, and one of the brothers that's still with mom let me know that the girl is with dad. That's not his dad, and so it's just a situation where I don't get that communication directly from the parents. It's just kind of finding out what I know. And she missed school today, and if she misses another couple of days, I'll call and see what's going on and stuff.
Right.
But a lot of times it's situations that that you would hope that a student wouldn't have to kind of go through during the year, but yet they do.
I've never seen any. There's you see some cases where there's lack of support. As far as education, parents are too busy. They're all working. There's parents working. The kids, we've noticed is latchkey. They go home and nobody's there.
The thought is that you can't punish the kids. Their parents may have made a bad decision. They may have, come here illegally. And do you want to say no? We won't educate them, and then have them just run around and, get into trouble.
Patience. A lot of patience. And a really, you've got passion. Passion. I mean, I can't see myself doing any. There's days I say I'll quit. But with this position now, I've even more of more passion for it, and I'm an advocate for these kids. So I think passion being an advocate for children is kind of what keeps you going.
Sometimes people get burned out of doing this work. It's very hard.
We are professionals, and I think the public doesn't view teachers as being professionals. I think a lot of them think we're glorified babysitters, and there's a lot more to it than that.
It's just the staff. It's a lack of staff. That's the problem. We do not have a bilingual program. We're very limited on bilingual teachers. Teachers are not staying because they make more money somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So I think pay, and of course we need to be accountable for what we do. Another thing, like as far as the district, I had to spend money to get my master's so I could get more pay, but now I'm paying back a loan.
Right.
So I think scholarships and grants, or at least to expand our education, because we're always having to pay to make more money.
I guess my main thing is I just hope I hope our community and really society as a whole and just start to view teachers more as professionals and know that we have a lot of time off and there are a lot of good things about teaching, but we do work really hard and hopefully someday might get compensated for it a little better than we are now.
Good afternoon, teachers and students. For the following students, please come to the office.